It pays to be the boss. According to Bloomberg, the ratio of CEO to worker pay has increased 1,000% since 1950. 1,000%. Bloomberg's report found that on average, Fortune 500 CEOs make 204 times as much as regular workers. That's up from 120 times as much in 2000, 42 times as much in 1980, and only 20 times as much in 1950. And that's just on average. Most companies don't disclose median pay for workers, so Bloomberg calculated ratios based on the U.S. government's industry-specific averages for pay and benefits of rank-and-file workers. Here are some of the top offenders. Ousted JCPenney CEO Ronald Johnson made 1,795 times as much as his average worker. Abercrombie & Fitch's CEO Michael Jeffries, he makes 1,640 times as much as most of his employees. Starbucks head Howard Schultz makes 1,135 times the average barista. Pays to be the boss.
Yes, it does. And I'm glad you said it pays to be the boss, because that to me speaks to the problem right there, right? Bosses have this inherent advantage over employees in terms of how much capital they have access to. I'm not mad at bosses for having the money.
Same.
Yeah, I'm mad the workers can't get access to a living wage.
Right, and this is one of the problems we've seen with the last 15 years. I mean, really, the 10 prior to President Obama's term in office, which we have a lost decade, where you had median incomes just flatlining. And so when we say median incomes flatlining, we're not talking about the people at the very top, who, God bless them, because you and I want to be at the very top. We're talking about your run-of-the-mill worker. I mean, they are not getting paid any more than they were getting paid 10 years ago. And that's part of why you see this incredible disparity, because people at the top continue to make more and more money.
Right.
Those of us who are at the bottom, the middle, our wages have stagnated.
It gets frustrating, though, when you see how much more they make than their workers, when they're the ones resisting. When you see CEOs of places like Starbucks or the Walmarts of the world who won't give people, necessarily living wages, who won't raise the minimum wage, or who push back against state attempts to raise minimum wage, or God forbid a federal minimum wage increase. When I see them push back and I know that they're making 1,000 times what everyone else is making, it irritates me. I don't know.
Yeah, and I have to think that it's bad for business in the sense, like, it might be good for your bottom line in a temporary sense, but you want workers who feel loyal to your company, who feel like they are part of it. And I feel like over the long term, you probably see some depreciation based on that.